Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. So this is the part 3 for chapter 2 matrices form 5. So our learning standard for today, multiply a matrix by a number. So how to multiply a matrix by a number? Multiplication of a matrix by a number is a process of repeated addition of the matrix. If matrix A is multiplied by A number n by a number n, then matrix A can be added to the same matrix A repeatedly for n times. That is, n times matrix A is equals to A plus A plus A n times. So this formula means that each element in matrix A is added to the same element repeatedly for n times. Therefore, to multiply a matrix by a number, multiply every element in the matrix with the number. So it is given that matrix A, which is the element is A, B, C, D, and n is a number. Hence, n times matrix A is equals to n times A, n times B, n times C, and n times D. So n is known as a scalar. Multiplication of a matrix by a number is known as scalar multiplication. So example 11, given that matrix D is this, calculate 3D and also negative 1 over 2D. So every element in this matrix just multiply with 3. So this is the answer. 3 times negative 5 is negative 15. 3 times 4 is 12. 3 times 2 is 6. 3 times 1 is 3. So this is the answer. For B, just multiply negative 1 over 2 to every element in the matrix. So this is the answer for B. Next, for example 12, given that matrix P and Q, calculate 3 times P minus Q. So we have to do in the bracket first. So first, P minus Q. So let me use pen for better understanding. So we do in the bracket first. 7 minus 2 is 5. 9 minus negative 3 is 9 minus negative 3 is 12. Negative 3 minus negative 1. No, sorry. Negative 3 minus 1 is negative 4. And do the same thing for every element in the matrix. So this is the answer for P minus Q. Then we just multiply all the elements in this matrix with 3. So 3 minus 5 is 15. 3 times 5 is 15. 3 times 12 is 36. And this is the answer for the question. So next, example 13. Given that 1 over 2 times matrix for 12 minus this matrix is equals to 5, 2. Calculate the value of x and y. Also, here are the question for B. So for R plus this matrix equals to this matrix. Calculate matrix R. So calculate matrix R. So for A, this is the question. Next, 1 over 2 times with 4, you will get 2. 1 over 2 times 12 is 6. So 2 minus x for the first row, first column. And 6 minus negative 3 is equals to 5, 2. So compare the corresponding element so that you'll get the value of x and y. Next for B. So this is the question. So we just transfer this element to the other side. So this is plus. So when we transfer to this side, it becomes minus. So you just minus all the element of this matrix. To get negative 12 is actually negative 3 minus 9. Negative 3 minus 9 is negative 12. 4 minus 0 is equals to 4. 10 minus 2 is 8. 1 minus negative 3 is 4. So in order to get the matrix R, this is 4. So when you transfer to this side, it becomes 1 over 4. So 1 over 4 times with all the element of this matrix. So 1 over 4 times negative 12 is negative 3. 1 over 4 times 4 is 1. So do the same thing for the other element. So this is the answer for matrix R. Next, example 14. The average number of vehicles per day in a parking area for 5 working days is represented in the table X. So this is table X. Table Y represents the average number of vehicles per day on weekends. So this is table Y. Calculate the number of vehicles parked at the parking area in a week. So this is the solution for 5 days of weekday. So we have 5 days in a week. So plus with 2 days for weekend, because the table also are given in a 1 day. So just multiply 5 with this matrix plus 2 times this matrix. This is for 5 working days and 2 days during the weekend. So after you multiply the element of this matrix with 5 and also this, you just plus the element. So this is the answer. Okay, this is your homework, self-practice 2.2b. So, and this exercise, you have altogether 7 questions. So thank you for now and see you in the next video.